Welcome to Tech News for 30th June 2021. Massive LinkedIn breach exposes data of 700 million users. Another massive LinkedIn breach reportedly exposes data of 92% of the users, including inferred salaries. The breach data, which includes full name, email addresses, phone numbers, addresses, inferred salaries, and location data of users, are listed on the dark web for sale. LinkedIn has issued a statement which reads, "While we are still investigating this issue, our initial analysis indicates that the dataset, which includes information scrapped from LinkedIn as well as information obtained from other sources. This was not a LinkedIn data breach, and our investigation has determined that no private LinkedIn member data was exposed. Scrapping data from LinkedIn is a violation of our terms of service, and we are constantly working to ensure our members' privacy is protected." Instagram testing the ability to sharing links via stories. This might come as a relief for accounts with smaller following who are struggling to share direct links on their stories. However, it is expected that the link will not work the same way, which involves swiping up. Instead, it will come in the form of a sticker, which would require users to click the sticker to open the link. Vishal Shah, Instagram's head of product, told The Verge that it's in testing phases to learn how people use links in the app. They'll be looking for types of links that people post the most, including whether they are being used to spread misinformation. The feature is likely to stay limited to stories. Unfortunately, links as stickers are not yet available publicly. The feature is currently being tested with small pool of users, so we'll see how much longer the rest of us have to do with the link in bio trick. Nikon announces Z-FC camera. Nikon has announced the Z-FC, a DX format mirrorless camera that features a retro design but with modern features and performance. The camera design is inspired by the old Nikon FM2 film camera that was launched back in the 80s, but the internals are based on the company's mid-range Z50. The Z-FC body is largely made out of plastic but features leather tone inserts on the front and the top as well as aluminum dials. The dials form a big part of the charm of this camera, offering manual control over things such as ISO, shutter speed, and exposure compensation. There's even a small digital display up top to show your current aperture. Sliding switches have been integrated within the dials for the mode switch, video photo switch, and power on or off. A dedicated video button sits next to the mechanical shutter up top. Xiaomi announces its new flagship laptop with 11th generation CPU and OLED screen. After teasing fans earlier this week, Xiaomi has now launched its new flagship laptop series in China. The Mi Notebook Pro X packs an OLED display and Intel's 11th generation CPUs. Aesthetically, the Mi Notebook Pro X takes visual cues from previous Xiaomi notebooks. This includes the aluminum body with thin bezels, a large touchpad, and beveled edges. A backlit keyboard also features 1.5mm of key travel and a fingerprint reader baked into the power button. There is a 720 pixel webcam for meetings too. As for the portability, the Notebook Pro X weighs in at 1.9 kg and measures just under 19mm at its thickest point. Buyers get a choice between two Tiger Lake Intel CPUs, the Core i7-11370H with a 4.8 GHz boost clock, or the i5-11300H with a 4.4 GHz boost clock. Both are paired with an NVIDIA RTX 3050 Ti with 4 GB of GDDR6 RAM, dual fan cooling tech, and a large copper heatsink. Notably, the i5 model gets 16 GB of RAM with 512 GB of SSD. The i7 option, however, ships with 32 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage. Google tightens UK policy on financial ads after FCA pressure over scams. The UK's more expansive post-Brexit role in digital regulation continues to be felt today via a policy change by Google, which has announced that it will, in the near future, only run ads on financial products and services when the advertiser in question has been verified by the financial watchdog, the Financial Conduct Authority (FCA). The Google Ads financial products and services policy will be updated from August 30 as per Google, which specifies that it will start enforcing the new policy from September 6th. Google's decision to allow only regular authorized financial entities to run ads for financial products and services follows warnings from the FCA that it might take legal action if Google continued to accept unscreened financial ads, as The Guardian reported earlier. The FCA told a parliamentary committee this month that it's able to contemplate taking such action as a result of no longer being bound by the European Union rules on financial adverts. which do not extend to online platforms, as per the newspaper's report. Microsoft removes Health Check app, which tells if your PC can run Windows 11. Microsoft temporarily removed the PC Health Check app, thus preventing users from checking to see whether or not their computer will be compatible with Windows 11. The company says the app will return this fall. After the new operating system was officially announced on June 24th, users were able to access the PC Health Check app to check compatibility. First, users were given a hard no if their device wasn't, with no explanation. Shortly after, Microsoft updated the tool to provide a brief explanation if a device wasn't compatible. Now, the company quietly announced it is removing the tool entirely. The statement was buried 2 blog posts deep in its latest insider preview blog entry for June 28. Hundreds of users sue Korean carriers over disappointing 5G service. Korea's Yonhap News reports that roughly 520 people have filed a joint lawsuit against the country's 3 main cellular networks, SK Telecom, KT and LG U+. The filing alleges that the 3 networks offered incomplete 5G services that have resulted in poor network quality. The action seeks compensation from carriers for failing to meet the obligations. Kim Jin-wook, an attorney at the law firm Ju-won, was quoted as saying by the outlet, "We plan to file further legal action in stages with more users." The networks initially advertised theoretical 5G downlink speeds that were 20 times faster than 4G LTE connectivity. But Yonhap cited a government report which found 5G was actually 4 times faster than 4G LTE. Of course, it's worth noting that it's virtually impossible to attain theoretical download speeds on a real-world 5G network owing to other users, environmental factors, and more. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. You can read about these stories in detail from the links provided in the description.